Yeah.
Oh,
There we go. Ba-bing.
That took a while. Okay, people can
Give a couple
watch
minutes.
at their leisure. Is it still doing out there? Oh, I can't move my spirit box. All right, we're going to start in a few minutes. We don't have any great intro that we use, not for this anyway. You have to make one. I gotta get that done. I need an intro that gives us about 2 minutes before we actually start. But anyway, we're live inside the Creeper Gallery. This is the new Creeper Gallery. Well, it's not so new anymore. It's been open since May,
April.
I believe. May.
April.
129 South Main Street, New Hope, Pennsylvania. If you know New Hope has tons of restaurants all the way down that way, historic buildings, art galleries, all kinds of shops everywhere. Creeper Gallery is sort of at the end of Main Street. So again, it's 129 South Main, New Hope, Pennsylvania. This is the entrance to the New Hope, to the Creeper Gallery. This is Donna Marion's Creations, the owner of the Creeper Gallery. This is everything. Most of what you see here was created by Donna. So Donna is a brilliant artist, has a warped mind, but I love it. And lots of everything here is for sale, by the way. So if you come in this shop, you see anything you like, I'm sure it's for sale. Everything she makes is to sell.
Up and down.
So, I mean, lots of awesome stuff in here. Again, we could just do a half hour.
Hey, Rhonda.
We could do a half hour just
in
this room going through every object. But then you come this way and you get into a hallway area where there's even more stuff. That creeps me out every time.
The girl?
But there's cabinets full of things. There's stuff everywhere. As you can see, paintings,
sculptures,
artwork, creations, you name it. It's everywhere. Then you head down this way.
I love this little fella.
And there's more. Everything here, but we all know what's missing. The altar. Yours truly.
The Paranormal Saviors altar.
For, I believe $50,000. So it is now missing and replaced with another altar. But I actually like that a lot. That's kind of cool.
It's a Day of the Dead doll.
That'd be good for the expo. Again, more items here that lead up to the Red Room. And again, if you're just watching for the first time and you don't know who we are, sorry, we're New Jersey Paranormal. I'm John. Chris is behind the camera. We're the ones who exclusively come in here and investigate all of the objects in the Red Room. We've been doing that for 6 or 7 years now. The only group who comes in here and does that. We just try to either corroborate, confirm, validate some of the information that is written on the cards that we get, the history that we get, or the medium impressions. And we just try to find out as much as we can from these people, whether they're nice people or not so nice people. We try to talk to everyone who's here. Again, this is the Red Room. You go up these stairs here. The chair over there, right?
Yeah, I got the chair over there. I'm trying to get this light with my foot. Alrighty. Here we go.
So we're setting up in reverse this time again, although I don't know why that light's going crazy red like that.
I just started.
I have to reset it. We're setting up in reverse again where we have the lights on the cross, which is probably maybe why they're not so happy. And this is the Red Room. You turn around and all of these cases around you are filled with haunted objects. Things on the floor, things in the cases, all the way from the back, on the bottom, on the shelves. Haunted items are items that are alleged to be haunted. all around us.
And then
This area here is deemed to be the
It's-
dark object room. And believe it or not, we are investigating one of the dark objects tonight.
you mean you are.
Well, we started it, but Donna said it needs to be finished. So we are delving into the dark room tonight. So I'm going to try to fix this really quick. And
Okay.
find out what the problem is.
That just started.
It's just that one. And there's a power source.
So to give you guys an idea what we're going to do tonight, this right here is a crutch. We have the trip wires, and if I'm a little bit too close, I'm sorry. I'm holding two phones, so this is a crutch. It goes all the way down. It's long, so whoever it was tall. And we wrapped the trip wires around it just to get a reaction. And this was from right after Gettysburg. An amputee used this, and it's really wool on there, and it's really rough. I don't know how that could have been comfortable, but I don't know if you could see that the wood is carved
It's comfortable back
and
there.
it
They didn't make
curves.
for comfort.
No, so that's all the information that we have is right there, John, on that
So-
top.
If we're all listening, it sounds pretty quiet. And every time I say that, I jinx myself. But we haven't heard a whole lot upstairs. So we're going to start right out with EVPs.
I'd jump
before we
right in
lose
it
the
then.
opportunity to do that.
I'll move
So,
right back here. Your card's right there.
So I'm literally going to sit and start EVPs. So
I didn't say hi to everybody, like all the names and
watch
stuff.
where you're going. Watch,
I
watch
am.
your feet. Watch your step backwards.
I am. I didn't say hi to everybody because we want to get right into it and get as much as we can tonight.
All right.
And
Sure,
real quick,
I mean,
Taylor is on TikTok and
Taylor's
she's our moderator.
moderator extraordinaire on TikTok. So if you screw around, she's going to boot you. Anyway, you sure you don't want to start? Because I'm going to do the dark one.
You want me to jump right into doing
I'm
an
asking
EVP?
you,
Sure,
'cause I'm
I'll
gonna do
jump
the
in.
dark doll.
I'll jump
So,
in
I
and do an
mean,
EVP. Let's get going. We'll get it going. We'll
You need
get it
that?
going.
You need that for the card.
I have another flashlight in my pocket. Me bookie. So
What'd you do?
what the card says exactly is it's a Civil War crutch used by a Union soldier after the Battle of Gettysburg. He was an amputee. Okay. So let's see. So whoever it is that we're speaking to or is here with us, I'm just going to really quick introduce myself. My name is Chris. I'm going to take off this hat. It already, okay. So my name is Chris. This is John. We're just here to find out information. The only thing that we know is that this is a crutch, that a Union soldier used it, and that is all we know. I know you were an amputee. Okay. So if this isn't correct information, could you tap that again and acknowledge that that's correct information? So when I came back around that corner before, after we'd set it up and we were talking about it, some of the stuff was going off.
I know.
So
And the only thing that person would recognize is either the candle or the bell. So I mean, I would kind of just.
So these candles, the one that's lit, they do not burn. They're not hot. But if you touch them, you can either turn them off or turn them on. We do not have that ability. Only you do. Okay? And you see this right there? When you touch this, it lights up into pretty little colors. You already figured out the bell. You've been playing with the cat ball. Are you doing that? So the bell, which you did, and then we have this little thing that makes music. Okay? And then on top, we have the candle that does not burn. Okay? I'm going to remove this one just for... I just moved this one over here. I'm just moving these around just to see if it's you doing this, okay?
Boy.
So we have up here, we have the same thing with the pretty little lights that you can set off. We have a blue egg that if you tap it, it's for yes. And if we have a yellow egg that if you tap it, it's for no. And I just moved it. So can you real quick?
God.
Oh gosh.
said God,
It did. That kind of took me by surprise.
and I'm having shortness of breath, and my chest feels very full,
Yeah.
which is really strange. All of a sudden, I'm coughing and I'm having shortness of breath. So
If this is you,
that's a little
can you
weird
touch
already.
something that I just showed you? And by the way, the purple lights, there's lights on your crutch and there's lights on the wall. If you don't want to get close, you can touch one of those to make it change colors too. There's nothing here that can hurt you. If this is you affecting John, can you hit something there or turn something off, like turn the candles off? Or just touch something on that table? You okay?
Yeah, like I said, it's heavy in my chest.
Oh, right out of your shot. You didn't see that light up over there. So could you come in closer and do it where they could see it over here? Because you kind of did that behind the wall. You lit up. Don't be afraid.
Thank you, Tara. It's great meeting you too.
Huh? I'll scoot a little more further away, okay?
Yeah, get to EVP because I want to know if he died from an infection. Oh yeah, see there you go, or an illness caused by there's the lights by the amputation.
Thank you.
Because I have a very very heavy chest right now.
Okay. All right. So this right here, I'm just gonna ask questions like if you were just sitting right in front of me and I could see you, which I can't. Neither can John. We can't hear you, but this helps us. So if you speak, maybe we can pick up your voice. Okay. So here we go. Session 1 with the Union Soldier Crutch. Can you please tell us your name? What side of the war were you on? Did you get hurt fighting in the war?
There's two.
What happened to your legs? Did a doctor amputate your leg? Did you get an infection?
You said there was two people attached to that crutch. Is it father, son, husband, and wife?
What was your rank in the war? Can you tell us exactly where in Gettysburg you fought?
Did you die from pneumonia or some kind of illness? I feel heaviness in my chest. Is that related to how you felt at your death?
Do you remember the doctor who amputated your leg?
I told him. Terry.
Are you okay now?
You just said you told him, and then you said the name Terry. Who was Terry? Was Terry the physician or the surgeon?
Thank you. I'm just gonna listen back and see if we got anything. Did you see when I said about the doctor amputating the leg that all of the lights on the crutch went off? That was insane, wasn't it?
I don't know if this is in fact Terry. I don't know. We'll find that out as we go here.
That's what this
Oof.
is. We're trying to find
It
out.
is much cooler.
Where did you get two people attached to the
It
crutch?
said there's two.
Who said that?
The box.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But yes, it's much cooler. It's still warm, but it's much cooler than it was the last time I was here.
Oh, it was really hot for you in here last
But yeah.
time. I know. It was brutal. When
My
you-
chest is very, very heavy.
All right, here we go.
Session 1 for the Union Soldier Crutch. Can you please tell
Devil.
us your name?
It's a devil.
What side of the war were you on? Did you get hurt fighting in the war? Session 1 for the Union Soldier Crutch. Can you please tell us your name? What side of the war were you on?
It sounds like Union, but
Yeah, I'm gonna go get a drink in a minute.
Did you,
did you hear it? Right there.
It's very low. Very breathy. And it could be Union.
did you get hurt fighting in the war?
Did you hear that?
See, there's another deep breath. I told
Session 1 Soldier
you.
Crutch. War.
Oh, here it comes.
Did you get hurt fighting in the war?
Yeah.
It's a breath. It's a
Yeah.
heavy breath.
There's two.
That's where I said there's two.
There's two.
What
Rituals.
happened to your legs?
I'm not even going to say what that relates to. Let's see.
Session 1
What?
Union
All of
Soldier.
this.
Stupid.
Yeah, right? Thank you.
Oh, that is so damn funny. That is
Did you
so
get
damn
hurt
funny.
fighting in the war?
Listen.
I'm sorry, you can't let that go. You messed up that recording 4 times already. It just called you stupid.
There's 2.
What happened to your legs?
Right there.
Did a doctor amputate your leg?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. That is clear. Play it again. Don't mess it up, please. That is Class A right there. Yes, he did.
Did you get an infection?
Don't get better than that. Yes, he did. You don't get better EVP than that as a response. That's Class A intelligent response. You said there was 2 people attached to that crutch. Is it father, son, husband, and wife?
What was your rank in the war? Can you tell us exactly where in Gettysburg you fought? Session 1, Union soldier
Right where to go.
of the war. Did you?
Is it?
What was your rank
It's right after this.
in the war?
Where he fought. That's the question.
Can you tell us exactly where in Gettysburg you fought?
It said something right there.
Did you die from pneumonia or some kind of illness? I feel heaviness in my chest. Is that related to how you felt at your death?
Do you remember the doctor who amputated your leg?
I told him. Terry.
I called him Terry.
Wow.
That's why I said that.
Are
Mother.
you okay now?
It's what I want.
Maybe Terry was his mother. You just said you told him, and then you said the name Terry. Who was Terry? Was Terry the physician or the surgeon?
There's 5. Ford.
I was talking crazy.
So I didn't want to say when we were doing this, but when I asked about did the doctor amputate your leg, and that all went off, and it said very loudly, I did perfectly. You could hear that. So
You said he did.
And then, of course, called me stupid because the dang recorder, every time my finger kept hitting it, took it back to the beginning. Okay, so I'm gonna do something unique here.
Can I try something really quick
Yes, that's what I'm
from
gonna get out of the way.
from here?
I don't want to go in the dark room.
Just from
now.
here. No, you don't have to move that far. Just right here. If the person attached or connected to that crutch, if your name is Terry, could you please release your energy from the crutch so that we see the different color lights or ring the bell? If your name is in fact Terry, so maybe he said he called him Terry. Maybe Terry was the surgeon after all.
So
I could try the spirit box and
so
just
we
to see what
so
it
we
does.
got Union very low. That was super low, but it
I got
said
headaches.
Union when I asked what side it fought for. Union. And then when I asked about that, did a doctor amputate your leg? Yes, he did, and that was clear. There was no question about that. What?
I'm just going to turn the spirit box on. I want to try one other thing really quick here. Do me a favor. Turn off. Whoa, that's what I was kind of wondering about. Turn off that flashlight on the floor. Turn on the coffin and point it at the crutch.
On the floor, or just leave it where it is?
On the floor, and the right at the edge of that carpet, right there.
Right
and
here.
face it right at the, right there. Yeah. Now just turn it on. We might have to turn this flashlight off too, though. So we're reset. That's a motion sensor, a music box on the floor. Did you hear that music?
Did you see that other flashlight just go roll across the floor?
No, did it?
Yes, it did. The blue one right there in front of the thing, it just went from there and it went rolled right over.
No, I didn't see it. So that's a music box on the floor that you just heard. The way it works is if you stand in front of it or in front of the crutch or lean on the crutch or hold the crutch, that music will keep playing on that music box and it'll let us know that you're standing there. It's kind of like magic, but not really. But Chris will demonstrate it. Chris will just walk right in front of it.
I also have a hat there if you want to grab the hat and take the hat.
Chris will just walk right in front of it really quick and step in front of it and watch it play music. See that? Don't hurt her. Now she moves away from it.
And there's a hat right there if you want to grab the hat.
Now, if you want to stand in front of that, we'll know it's you doing that and it'll play that music. And we'll know that you're there. Doesn't take much. Okay. Worth a try. I didn't see the flashlight move though.
Flashlight was right there and it rolled all the way over by the music box. I'm hoping when I go back and watch the film that you caught it on.
It's kind of no, but it might be too dark to have captured it though.
Oh,
So
I hope
I'll
not.
try to turn the spirit box on. I do want to try one more.
I don't know.
Okay. I do want to try one more EVP with this though while it's still
Okay.
quiet. I mean,
Go right ahead.
I don't really want to.
Here, I'm gonna grab these.
Yeah, the stream is really good. I'll tell you, the picture on StreamYard for a change looks
Pretty clear.
awesome. Almost better. Actually, does look better than TikTok this time. So don't be alarmed. Things are going to get a little loud.
Okay, here we go. Switching.
I'm just going to get a quick sip from my drink too.
Oh, they're asking if you'll do the
The Estee?
no, the little green box.
No, but we should. Yeah, we should do the Estee with this too, though.
I agree.
I don't know if that's out front or is that upstairs. Are people out here? That might be upstairs, right?
I
Yeah,
just heard
that's
upstairs.
All right,
I
let's
think
throw out EVPs.
upstairs just came home.
Come while it lasted.
Yep, they all just came home.
These were fun while they lasted, but that's over.
We're not doing dolls. We're doing a haunted crutch from the Civil
We
War
are
from
doing
an
a doll after
amputee.
this.
Well, yeah, you're doing a doll. He's doing a dark doll. I'm not.
Nobody understands.
Oh, understands what? What do we need to understand? We want to. Was it hard as an amputee? Yes. I'm sorry.
Anybody here?
I just asked, was it hard as an amputee, and it hit the bell.
You're trying to talk through this box here? Talk out loud. We might be able to hear you. I know it's loud. But we might be able to hear your voice. Yeah, I see the lights. My name is John. That's Chris. Did you say something?
It said it's hard before.
Try to say something out loud through the box.
The doll.
The doll.
Something doll.
The doll.
The doll is right there. Right across from you.
Not yet.
Just try to say something. Hello, your name? Something about you? It's not that hard. I don't know what that was, but it said my something. Is it okay if I touch the crutch? Can I touch this? I mean, it's pretty sturdy. Could you talk to me?
Did you lose your will to live after you lost your leg? Are you okay now? Is there anything that we can do for you? We don't have your name. Can you give us a name, please? We'd like to show you the respect. I'm not doing the doll. It's a dark doll. John's doing one. Are you upset with the doctor for amputating your leg? Is that why you reacted so strongly when I asked you if the doctor did it? All we want to do is to talk to you, to get to know you, to understand your story. We know people who've gone through what you've gone through.
All right, let's try and see. I mean, we're here.
Okay.
The headphones are there.
Something about you that it reacts to when you walk into the room.
Well, I got the hair. I got the.
Well, you're
beard.
tall too, and so whoever walked with that was tall. That wasn't a short man.
Well, I mean, by comparison, again, you got these wires really around here.
So that stick is tall, but it's curved right
So
now
by
too.
comparison, I'm about 5'11". This would be for someone around 5.
It's if you notice, it's curved now though.
This would be for someone around 5'9".
You think so?
Ish.
That's still a tall
Because
person.
I'm leaning. with this.
And do you see at the end where it's bent over time being used?
Yeah, but still, this would be for someone at least an inch or two shorter
Okay.
than I am, because my knees are completely bent. So I mean, could I get around with this? Yeah, in theory,
Sorry,
I
Vicky.
could, but I'm gonna hold on
Kathy?
to this while I do the Estee and see what we get out of this.
You're probably right. He probably was fighting in the war, and once they lost their limbs, they could no longer go back to
Oh,
war.
yeah,
So
I
they
mean,
lost their.
And their life was, I mean, some of them lived for a while afterwards, but I mean,
But if you fought in the war and that was your life and you were fighting for a cause and that's taken away from you.
you worked on the farm.
Yeah.
or-
So on TikTok, you seem to be a little bit in the dark. Can we put a little more light on you?
I don't know where.
Yeah. Put it like right.
I don't know where you want to put
No,
it.
put it right here so I get more view.
Where are you?
On my,
Where's right here?
yeah, about right here. By my foot.
I can't see where that is.
Right there. That's good. That's much better. How about you guys can see John a little bit better? Did I take what?
So the cool thing about these is that these are really, really black out.
Oh yeah.
They're comfortable too, but they block out the sides, everything. You're completely in the dark with these. And I turn up the spirit box so loud so that I'll let you guys hear from back there. That's how loud it is. You hear it from all the way back there.
Yeah, we hear it.
It just said freezing. So I'm going to take my hat off, put the blindfold on, take my glasses off.
Got an itchy nose and I can't scratch it. Come on, guys. My nose is itchy. Sorry. Can you say anything to us right now? John is listening. Anything at all?
Just said, come at me.
We're not here to attack you. The war's over. Is that what happened? Did someone hurt you? Did they come at you?
It said, kill me. 10.
Were you surrounded? You
It
relived.
said, the armpit is everything. I swear to God, it said that.
Is that because you're. The armpit is everything. Is that because you used it to be able to get around? Can you tell me what regiment you were from? Was it the North? The South? How old were you when you had to
Come
use?
for me. Speak.
We wish not to come for you. The war is over. Take comfort. It's okay. We are friend, not foe.
Think.
What can we do for you? Can you give us the name of anyone in your regiment?
Just said my name. Said John.
Wow, that's a name. We got a name, guys, in your regiment. Was John friend?
Water.
Do you need water?
Back to.
Did you go back home after the war? Did you have a sweetheart? Do you know the place Spangler Spring?
Intention.
Are you talking about the intention of the ones that came at you?
End it.
Were you asking them to kill you because you were injured?
Help.
Well, you
This has got to stop the line.
So you're still in the war. How can I take you from the war? So he's reliving the war. I'm so sorry. I don't want you to relive the war. What can we do for you? The war's over. We don't have the Civil War anymore.
Good.
It is good.
Left him.
Who did you leave? One of
He's
your men?
here.
Who's here?
7.
7 in your regiment or
He's
7?
nothing beside me.
Lord. Yeah, he's still fighting. He's definitely still fighting.
Dead.
I'm sorry, but you're not. You survived. Were you okay after?
Dead.
You're dead now. I understand that, but I don't want you to keep struggling.
Fight.
The fight's over. It's okay. You can put your arms down. You can relax. The fight is over. You survived. I don't know how long, but you survived. Do you remember the doctor?
Scared.
I'm sorry. Don't be scared anymore. It was terrifying. Were you young? Can you tell me how old you
Dead.
are? Were you a young man? Did you have family? Did you have children?
Who is this?
This is Chris. I mean you no harm. Did you have a...
It's true.
What's true? It's true that the war's over. John and I go back to Gettysburg all the time because we feel the energy there of what happened. Do you remember Devil's Den? Or Slaughterfield?
Leave.
We can't leave right now.
Please.
Is it bringing up too many bad memories for you?
Back.
We don't want you to go back into that. We want to bring you into the good
I
stuff.
can't.
I understand. It's too much.
Pain.
A lot of pain. Were you in pain even after the war? When you were amputee and you were on the crutch? Did you still suffer? What did you after the war? Did you go home to family? Did you have support and love?
Listen.
It's all quiet.
Listen.
It's funny because there's actually banging outside. Maybe it almost sounds like booms. Are they coming?
Wow. All right. Right at
That
the
was
end
a rough
there,
one.
It was like, oh, just have been a bombardment of just.
It sounded like he was reliving every single thing. But you want to hear what's funny? When you said listen, there was boom, boom, boom from outside.
Oh, when I said the bombardment, it sounded like in my head it went and then
But outside there was boom, boom when it said listen.
See, that was weird. There's no way I could have heard that through the headphones.
Yeah, it sounded almost like cannon. Said
No
that. That's
way.
true. It's like so from our end, John. I don't know from your end, but first of all, I asked the name of someone in his regiment, and he said John.
Oh, really?
Yes, directly. And it sounded like he was reliving. And the questions I was asking, he was asking to stop. That he didn't want to go back through it. That he was still in pain. So this one's a really sad one.
Well, again, we could try one quick spirit box EVP session.
You'll have to because there's noise from upstairs. You'll have to do it that way.
There's no way
No.
with them up there I could do
No.
EVP. I'm going to try that. And that's something we do where, again, in cases like this where there's contamination from around us.
I think he's reliving. So they're asking, do you think this is residual or do you think that because you're talking that he's just reliving and in the moment?
Everything I heard sounded residual. It was really just, it sounded like what was going on.
That's what it sounded like from this end.
In whatever memory I was tapping into, because I felt sadness. I
Yeah.
really do.
It sounded
It's-
like we were being pulled into the thick
Oh,
of it.
and it was all around me. It was, he kept saying like those words, listen, listen, and then something else, something else. And I
10.
think he
It's
said,
like
"Help."
so like around us.
Yeah, and around us.
And
was
it
just
said like end it. Kill
yeah,
me.
So I mean, um,
We're at the Creeper
But you
Gallery
did
in New Hope,
ask.
Pennsylvania.
you did ask about the leg. Did a doctor amputate
Yes,
your leg? And he
yes.
said he sure did.
Yes, clear
That's
as
not
day.
residual.
No, that's not residual. That's him.
That's
And he
somebody
not only
here.
did, but here's the funny, the surge of energy that lit all the lights and then that voice response all happened
That's
at
what
the
I
same
mean. So
time.
you're getting both. You're getting definitely some residual stuff attached to this because there was so much going on there in that session that it was just like
So he's a
it felt
pretty
like watching-
powerful
I felt
spirit.
like I was in a movie and I was just listening to the battle.
Honestly, that's what it felt like.
Yeah.
It's just really bizarre how it just like drew you back into.
So
It
I'm
just
going to try this real quick before
Okay.
we move on to the
Yeah.
the worser of the two objects. I am going to need one of the lights. Can I take that one or no?
Absolutely. There's one. We had one. Where's the blue one?
Well, the one I had is over there. Wait, do I have one in my pocket? Oh, I do have one. Of course I do. I'm notorious for losing 10 flashlights.
And
All right,
stealing
so
mine.
here's what we're going to do. I need to turn this all the way down to I turned it down to 15
Okay.
so that I don't want to be able to hear the responses. I want to be able to hear it like EVP on the playback. So Chris and I will just go back and forth asking questions here and there. And if you guys have any,
Yeah, I'll ask. Thank you,
we
Nancy.
could add them into the mix. It's not like a regular EVP where I'm going to wait 10, 15 seconds. I'm going to ask the question. I'm going to kind of hold this up to me to see if I hear anything. And then I'll point to you to ask a question. And then I'll go back and we'll do it that way. That's the way we do it in our session. So I'm going to turn the recorder on. So what I do is I turn the recorder on. I hit record. Right now, the spirit box is sweeping. So I put it on top of the recorder.
I meant it.
Oh, Jesus.
So right now it's on top of the recorder. So again, I'm going to start asking questions. You had mentioned that the surgeon did amputate your leg. Was your death the result of the amputation?
How old were you?
Were you a married man? Did you have a family?
It's cold.
Do you know where you are right now?
Would you like to see this crutch in Gettysburg in a museum or somewhere else?
Are you still fighting the war?
If you could describe what you went through to us, if you wouldn't mind, what that was like, that battle, that war, what would you tell us?
Knife.
Do you believe in the war that you were fighting?
Can you tell me which leg it is that you lost?
Did the doctor cut it off with a knife?
Do you know how old you were when you passed?
Is there anything you would like to say to us that we're not asking?
I don't believe there's a single response.
It didn't seem like
I
it.
didn't hear a word come out of there that whole entire time. I don't know where my
So the only thing that we know about the crutch, somebody asked that question earlier and I couldn't say anything because the recorder was going, is that it's from Gettysburg. And it's from the Civil War. That's all we know.
I did not hear a single. I would be surprised if there's anything here. I did not hear
I'm not sure.
I'm
a
not
syllable
sure.
come out of here. I hit record. Right now, the spirit box is sweeping. So I put it on top of the recorder.
I'm ended.
Oh, Jesus.
So right now it's on top of the recorder. So again, I'm going to start asking questions. You had mentioned top of the recorder. So again, I'm going to start asking questions. You had to start asking questions. Again, I'm going to start asking questions.
They'll never hear it in a million
so
years.
Again, I'm going to start
If
asking
somebody
questions.
says, "Who's this?"
Who's this? You can hear from here.
I'm gonna start
You
asking
can hear
questions.
this?
They'll never hear it.
You can hear it.
Right there.
Your order. So again, I'm going to start asking questions.
Right
Who's
there.
this?
Asking
It's either
questions.
what's this or who's this? What's this?
Again, I'm going to start asking questions.
What's this?
Asking questions.
What's this?
You had mentioned that
It sounds more like, who's this?
if you take
I
your
hear
leg,
what's this? What's this?
was your death the result of the amputation?
I would be shocked.
They said they hear it.
How old were you?
I'd be shocked if I hear any responses.
Oh.
Were you a married man? Did you have a family?
It's cold.
You know where you are right now. Are right now.
What?
I don't know if we say morning. I don't know if we say warning. A morning. Morning. Hear it?
Yeah.
That's a voice.
That's
that
a
spirit box.
voice. You guys are gonna have to decide what you think that sounds.
They say the woman's like Maureen.
And the bell rang.
Did it really?
When you
Maureen?
said Maureen, the bell rang.
It might be Maureen.
Would you like to see this crutch in Gettysburg in a museum or somewhere else?
What's a voice? It's not spirit box.
I was live.
Are you still fighting? Are you?
Yeah, that's an EVP. That's an EVP.
Are
Right
you
there. I don't know
still-
if it's a yeah, but it's a breath.
Are you
I
still
don't know if
fighting?
that's a yes. Else. I asked if it should be in Gettysburg in a museum.
Are
That
you
sounds like
still
a yes to
fighting the
me.
war?
This is not Ed Warren's museum. This is the Creeper Gallery, New Hope, Pennsylvania.
If you could
We don't call
describe
there.
what you went through to us, if you wouldn't mind, what that was like, that battle, that war, what would you tell us?
Crow and Shouter says it sounded like Hear Me.
What?
It sounded like Hear Me.
No.
Do you believe in the war that you were fighting?
Can you tell me which leg it is that you lost? Lost?
No, sir.
There's a voice there.
I think it's at the left.
You
Really
lost.
fast. It's really, really low, but I think it's at the left.
You lost?
Really quick. It's like left. Right there.
Right there. It's a breath.
Right there. It's really fast.
Did the doctor cut it off with a knife?
Do you know how old you were when you passed?
Is there anything you would like to say to us that we're not asking?
I'm just going to try a really quick experiment.
They're begging you to please do the paratech. Just do a couple questions off of that. It's right behind you. On the other side.
Behind me. Here?
Yeah.
God dang, it's hot. Now it's getting hot.
It is getting hot in here. Oh, I'm putting that right in the
I'm
way.
going to lay this right on top of the crutch.
Okay.
So the box I'm putting on the crutch, you can pick a word or several words to say that relate to you or something you want to say. And believe it or not, they may be said through this box. It's almost like magic. So think,
Not all of us.
Not all of us.
I hate you.
Oh, no.
That's what it says. So why are you saying that you hate me? Is it because I'm handling the crutch and I'm talking to you about what happened to you?
I
Tell
think
me
we're,
something more about you, or if you want to say more negative things about me, you can. Think really long and hard about what you want to say. One word, a few words, say it out loud. Keep back.
oh. We
Are
mean
you
you no
upset or
harm.
offended by what we're doing? Do you think we're like it's like witchcraft or something bad that we're doing
Or maybe it's
by
making him
trying
relive
to
it.
talk to you? Just tell me one more thing and we'll stop. Just again, one word, a few words, whatever you want to say. I'm just a boy.
Oh, I'm sorry,
We don't know
love.
how old he was, right? When he-
No.
So I'm just going to try one more thing for my own experimental curiosity. I'm going to put the crutch back up here. That's neat. Okay, I know, and we've got it around crosses, so I mean, it's not that disrespectful to, if you were a religious person, that is.
Well, strangely enough, right next to you on the other side of you, you've got the crutch, and then behind you, you actually have a brace for someone that had
So this is
issues.
what I'm going to do. In trying to figure out or ascertain if it was your left or your right foot that was amputated, I'm going to stand here like this, and my left foot, my right foot, and I'm going to face that way. I'm going to put this in front of me like that.
So he's putting static domes in front of him.
So right foot, left foot here. Here's the crutch that I'm holding. Which side, which leg was affected? Could you show me that by just touching those glowing objects in front of me? Right leg,
No.
right leg.
Wow.
Thank you for that. Okay. Again, I don't mean any disrespect whatsoever. I was just curious which leg
Thank
was
you.
affected, and if you would confirm that for me. So thank you for that. Again, I'm sorry if you think what we were doing was disrespectful. You fought in a horrible war that a lot of people lost their lives, and I hope you're at peace, and I hope you find peace, and I hope
John, that was freaking amazing.
that you were in a better place. So I'm going to put this back over here, and now we're going to move on to darker.
Which I'm not getting involved in. I'll be back here. Did you need to go grab a drink real quick before you
Yes, I
start,
do.
please?
Before I mess with evil.
Yes.
I'll grab a drink.
Because I would like a swallow real quick too, if you don't mind.
Do you want to go and I'll hold that?
My hand fell asleep, so I gotta
Oh,
shake
the
it out.
tortures of being.
No,
a
no,
ghost
it
hunter.
just did. That's
Take that-
never happened
Take that
before.
with you.
I'll go grab it and open up that. You need to have a drink before we jump into that. I want you to have a clean slate here.
So I'm gonna sit for just 1 second before we start. This was a doll that I guess we started before. But I don't remember anything about it. I really don't. So I'm not sure what's attached to it. Donna told me to read the medium's impression, which is Michelle Wire, and I know Michelle. And again, I don't rely a whole lot on medium impressions, but I do know Michelle, and I will read the impression. How do I slide this thing over again? You did this for me last time. Oh, there it is.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it. So I will read the impression, and I will use that as part of the investigation.
Did you notice that the lamp below went out too?
No. Are you going to be okay holding this?
Yeah, I'll be fine. I just need that 1 second. I'm good. I'm just not going near that dark piece.
Well, I don't know. We've done this before. I don't remember it,
I stayed away from it.
but someone did call for the doll before, and Johnny aims to please.
Johnny aims to please. And Chris is going to stay right here.
All right, let's check this out. Let's read the story. Let's read the impression. Can I give you my flashlight?
You did. It's in my lap. There's another one missing. No, that one came off the floor. The other one's up there. Okay.
So this item here was deemed dark and is in that area right here next to me. And I'm wondering why the Yankee boy is over there. Is that deemed dark as well?
No.
Uniform?
No, I think she just set him there out of the way so people could walk. Yeah, he's like on the edge. And just so anyone that's watching that
There are
doesn't
no
know
dark
this,
Yankee fans.
no. So if anyone that's watching doesn't know, I do not mess with the dark stuff. I get very affected, so I just stay out of it.
Here we go.
So it's under
A dome.
glass case.
Yeah.
Over here. I have to go into the dark room. Yep, I'm coming.
Yeah, it's all on you, baby.
I have to lift up the dome. And here we go.
I like that you guys are all helping
Why
out and
is it
sharing
that I don't remember
information.
This one?
That helps me out a
Why
lot.
don't I remember this one?
Because I thought it was part of that picture that was in there that looks
Oh, this is
exactly
that
like
one.
it. Yeah, and it's dark. She's got an aggressive behavior about her. You're. I don't get a good vision of that. There you go. That's better. I don't like. Yeah, she's a character. This one.
Alrighty. I have all the crosses here to protect me.
Yeah. I'm gonna need more light on you.
Well, I'm gonna.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna read the information because Donna asked me to. Normally, I don't. When it
Sean
comes
is
to-
getting ready to investigate a dark haunted object.
Normally, I don't read psychic impressions or medium impressions when we come here because I just like to.
They're asking for another close up of the doll. Let me do it real quick. If you, yeah, put your light on it.
Really asking her to go out of her comfort zone.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do it with this one first, so you guys can.
That's sweet old lady.
Yeah, sweet my honey. And now I'm gonna do it for TikTok.
Sweet. Look at her. Look how sweet. Just
Yeah.
watch where you're stepping.
There's a smell to her too, like comes off of her for me. I don't know why.
Go ahead. Just watch your step. Alrighty. So, Michelle Wire, who we do know is a friend of ours, but again,
Yes, it is. It's a little scratchy.
mediums, we work with a few mediums. Michelle's not one of them. So, yes, we know about the impressions. They're part of the investigation, but we kind of just go based on what we experienced and the information we're given. So that's Michelle Wire. I don't know if you can get a shot of Michelle. And the title is Mommy Dearest, That Awful Doll. Impression by Michelle.
Wonderful.
Huh?
Wonderful.
So this is going to take a minute because, again, this is the whole page. So bear with me if you can. Should I do it like this?
Yes, do it just like that. Just like a creepy story.
Okay. Why I prefer not to read dolls, this one would simply not be ignored. Immediately when I crossed its path, it resonated energy and intent and is very easily felt by anyone with a degree of sensitivity.
And the light behind you
Hence-
just went off too.
Hence, I have no sensitivity, so I'm immune. The woman is the woman that is modeled after the woman that is modeled after was an unkind soul at best, and a malicious madam and black widow at worst.
Oh, nice.
She had several wealthy husbands who she fooled into marriage only to reveal her true self afterwards. These husbands all met the same end, which was death. Once she had run out of husbands, I picked up fairly strongly on women she kept in her household. I'm unable to determine if they were daughters or women who she took in and then threatened into
Down.
prostitution. That was in case you missed it. Regardless of their relation to her, they all worked for her in her boarding house / brothel, and she was ruthless in her demands.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, she was not only ruthless, but she was also very proud of herself, making her treatment of her husband and girls well known so that everyone knew not to mess with her. She retains that energy in the afterlife. While she made money off of these poor women, she did have one girl who I strongly feel is a biological daughter, and she kept hidden away due to her appearance. She was either disfigured or very homely. After years of abuse and watching her mother do such horrendous acts, she exacted the ultimate revenge when she stabbed the mommy dearest madam in the neck, finally ending years of torturous abuse for many. So the daughter killed the mother, according to the medium. She did, however, have one devotee,
though I'm not able to place that person's relationship to her. That person crafted this bottle, doll in her image as a memento mori, and given the energy attached, I would believe that her ashes may be contained within, but that is unconfirmed. We're not sure if there's ashes inside there. A new owner should be aware a new owner should be aware of the energy she possesses, which is great. You can feel the manipulation and anger. Therefore, the owner should be someone well versed in haunted objects or an owner of other powerful pieces and therefore with experience. She is not for the faint of heart, but is an extremely interesting piece.
Okay.
Did we get her name or no? Did we didn't get her name? No. No name, right?
Nasty, mean, cruel, Cruella.
Okay.
Come up with any name you want.
I believe we've spoken before for a brief period of time. I'll introduce myself, reintroduce myself.
No, just so you guys know, I was sick last week, so I do have a bit of but when I'm sick and not well, whatever we get near, it tends to bring out. I have asthma, so I have a hard time breathing, and things attack my lungs and stuff. So that's kind of what's happening right now. And that's why I'm staying way over here.
All right. So, I don't know if you remember me or not. If you do, that's fine. If you don't, my name is John, and I come here to talk to the people that may be connected to, channeled in through, or attached to any of the objects that belong to them or had meaning to them in their lives. In this case, we're talking about what is it? What do they call this? A Mori?
Yeah, Mori doll. It's a likeness of her.
Mori doll, likeness of you. I don't know if you were listening what I was saying, but you're referred to basically as a monster by a person who claims to be sensitive to energy. And
you don't smell anything, huh?
No, not at the moment, I don't. So here's what we're going to do. You remember this, right? We're going to
I left it in the
all these
car.
things
Vicky.
around the doll. Candles. That was already lighting up back there.
Yeah, you got to
can
scoot back
see
a
it.
little bit because it blocks.
It's way back
There you go.
So again, I've explained this to her before, but I don't know your name. We're going to try to find out your name. Around the crosses are purple lights that if you release your energy, they're going to change colors like the rainbow. Not going to hurt you. The candles aren't real candles. Believe it or not, they work by you just moving your hand like this, like I'm doing.
I don't know if you can see it, but that looks evil with those candles like
Up and
lighting up the
down.
way it
If
is.
you move your hand up and down, they're either candle, they're going to turn on, they're going to turn off. If you want to show power and show mastery and show that you're capable of being the boss and being, again, this powerful energy who commands and runs everything, I'm going to give you a wide open chance here in front of me to do whatever you want and show me how powerful you are and all of your energy. You can show me everything you want to show me. I'm not one of your weak husbands who you can manipulate and is going to do whatever and be impressed by whatever you do. But if you want to use my energy, feel free to do that. But if you want to show people, us, anyone else, what you're capable of and your power and your energy, and that people should fear your memory and your energy that's attached to that doll, then show me everything you can right here, right now. These lights that are on the floor change colors as well.
John, she's emitting an earthy smell like, ugh.
This makes music box. These little twinkly lights. There's a no Easter egg and a yes Easter egg that have twinkly lights in them. And then there's these circles that I've already seen you working that change colors and go all the way around. Now we're going to try a few different things to hear and see and interact with you. I'm going to move. I just want to set everything up.
I wanted to see how creepy that looks with a light. I mean, she's creepy as.
So we're going to try to get your name. Careful, you're really near
I know.
spirit bosses and everything.
Being real careful.
So, again,
Oh! Shut out one of the lights.
I don't know, again, how much of anything that I read is true. I base everything on what I see and what I hear and what I feel. And somebody has to speak to the doll before. There's a box over there that you can talk through as well. Any words you want. If you think it, you say it out loud, and we'll be able to hear it. Not a particularly good person from what I read. You may allegedly have killed your husbands after using them. You may have subjected women to prostitution. And
Basement.
Okay. Basement.
I
I know.
just did.
Well, she shut that dang light off, and
I
then
can see if you didn't know the thing was.
I know
but you really did.
because I was so focused on her.
So you mentioned the basement, the prostitutes that I was referencing. Is this where they were kept? Were they kept in the basement? Is that where the brothel was in your building? Is that where these women were forced to sleep and work and live in
So
the
it's
basement?
yeah. Well, what did she keep her daughter in the basement?
You got a light over there when you said that. There's also, according to what I read, oh my goodness. Well, there you go. There's your answer to that one.
And the bell.
You son of a bitch. Did you keep your daughter in the basement?
You're not a nice individual. I need not talk to you. I'm not inviting you in.
If that's true, along with what you murder is bad enough. Using women for prostitution and forcing them to do that. But then because your daughter was either
Well, no, like some women
homely
were.
or defigure, what they say? What they say?
Yeah,
What
that
is
she
wrong with
didn't
her?
look good, or like she was deformed.
And yeah, deformed, and you kept her locked in a basement. That is just, you really were a monster if that's true.
And some women were forced into that because they were kicked out, or that was the
Of
only way they
course,
had the
no
ability to
life, they
make
had no way of
money.
getting food or anything, and they probably came from somewhere else and they had nothing.
And somebody like her used it to her
So here's
advantage.
what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to hear your voice. We're gonna let you say and do whatever you want to do, and we're gonna see just how much energy is attached to that doll, and but you say whatever you want to say, good or bad. Yeah, if you want to say that all those things you did you're proud of, and why you did them, you could do that. You want to try to defend them, you could. Yeah, you could do that as well.
There was a
But
scratching right over here.
I don't know if any of that is true, what I read, except for what you just did in reaction to the question about your daughter. I have a daughter. Chris has 2 daughters.
Yes.
Yes, that is true. We love our children, even if, God forbid, there was any issues with them. We would still love them and take care of them and treat them no differently. And if that is the case that you did that, you are truly a monster.
Children are a gift.
And murder along with that. So you must really, there's no way you've moved on to, and no, yeah, I don't think so. There's no way you moved on to anywhere. If there is an afterlife in which we are judged and go somewhere, there's no chance you got there.
Someone asked, if do you have any remorse for what you did?
There's no chance you got there doing what you did. None. 0. So you're either trapped in what people believe is purgatory, or you're just stuck with that doll and you're not going anywhere. especially if your ashes are in there. Because I don't think there's any loved ones that claim that thing. Well, it said there was a devotee, whatever that means, someone who,
Where would the
worship
ashes
you.
be put in there? Like built into the doll? Like part of.
well, some sycophant who probably worked for her and made money and ran the brothel. You know, you've seen these.
Yeah,
types
there's
of
some
things.
that are drawn. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
like
this
her,
person was probably her second in command and
worshipped
worshipped
her,
her and just followed along there's one of those for every sicko that ever lived. So
I mean, you can
anyway,
incorporate the ashes into whatever. I mean, what clay and whatever is used to make the. I could see that being done. I mean,
so we'll try the little box here first. We're gonna try a few things. to
shoot,
hear
a
your
woman
voice.
made soap out of people.
We're gonna try to hear your voice. And again, anything you want to say, I don't care if it's offensive or not. It really doesn't matter to me either way, because you are who you are where you are, and it's because of your actions and the things you've done. If all of that's true, that's pretty much what it is. And my only concern is how you would affect other people if by chance they were to purchase this doll and bring it into their home. Now, you could show me right now, as a man, that if a man were to buy this and you've supposedly killed husbands and
Mike's saying,
manipulated
"Be
them-
careful."
Who?
Mike said, "Be careful."
Who?
Mike. This guy Mike said, "Be careful." Mike Reed.
So if you were supposedly manipulating men and you killed them eventually after you used them up, would a man have to be concerned about you influencing them, worthy to bring this doll into their home? Would you work on changing them and influencing them and potentially have them either hurting themselves or causing an accident? Would that be something you would do? You could show me anything here that you want to show me.
Should probably use
To answer
poison. I don't know if you guys saw it, but there was a light off in the corner.
That corner.
Go ahead. You should probably ask her that.
All right, so here's the box. Think of any words you want. 1 word, 3 words, 5 words, and they may come through this box I'm holding. So think really long and hard, and think as if you were saying them out loud, and they may appear here in front of me. Can you do that? Following you.
Yeah, great. No, you're not.
Well, you may think that's an option, but that's
It's
not an
not.
option. So what else do you have to say? I have no fear of you whatsoever. What else do you have to say? Anything you want to say?
Still,
Think it, say it.
still getting
I'll-
that
I'll be
real
able to read it on this
earthy,
box here.
stingy smell in my nose, man.
Go ahead. What else do you have? Go forward. I'll give you one more try, one more chance to say something before I shut this down. But get it out, whatever you want to get out first. We're going to try other ways, but there is no intimidating me. So you can say whatever you want to say to me. It has no effect
It's
whatsoever.
not pleasant to
So
smell.
say whatever you want to say. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll even let you.
Shovel.
Shovel.
Perhaps later.
I said
At
that,
first, she said she was going to follow me,
and the light just went off.
and the lights went off, and then she said perhaps later.
Um,
That's a threat.
But you know what's funny?
But
You
that's a
asked.
threat.
It is a threat, but you said how she buried him, whatever. I mean, how she killed him. I said poison, whatever. And then that earthy smell. That I mean, it is kind of oniony. Strangely enough, I don't know,
That's not any of
jasmine.
that, but I take that as a threat.
It is a threat.
First, she said she was going to follow me, and then when I said you could say anything, she said perhaps later. Like, oh, I may not do it here, but maybe later on.
But you can't.
So, again, you have my permission to use my energy if you need it, if you want it. You can affect me anyway while I'm here. But once I leave here, you don't have permission to follow me or come with me. But here, now, you and I could go back and forth, and you could go freely use my energy for whatever you need it for. Matter of fact, I'm going to go get a Ouija board, from downstairs, and I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to put that doll on it, and I'm going to give you the chance to use the board to channel as well. I'll give you everything you need to show your energy. Because again, what we're trying to assess tonight is any of that true? And if you're a danger to the people that may possess this doll and own this doll. Because that's why you're in that room back there and not amongst these other souls or people here. Because those are the bad ones. So again, you can light up yes, you can light up no, you can ring the bell, you can make music.
Nightstand.
Is that noise my speaker?
I don't know what the heck it is.
It's gotta be my speaker. I'm gonna turn it off. Because I think I could do an EVP. I haven't heard them in a while, but it may be because that speaker is blocking them out.
I need another light back here where you took it from so we can see you better on TikTok.
Huh?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to shut that speaker off.
Okay.
I'm guessing she's a talker, but I could be wrong.
I just can't understand why you can't smell that smell.
So we're gonna give you a chance. Say what you want to say. Oh, that other one was over here, right?
Yeah. Yep, that's what it was.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you some questions.
I can't believe you can't
I'm
smell
going to
that.
ask you to answer them as loud as you can, as clear as you can.
Now, you were joking about getting the Ouija board?
No, I'm getting it.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna go with one of these. You go with one of these.
I understand. You want to find
You
out.
don't
And
paddle. You don't.
I get
You
it.
don't dwaddle
This
around.
is what investigating
You
is.
see what it's
I get
capable
it.
of.
I understand.
So
I'm not afraid of a Ouija board. That's not what that bothers me.
so I'm
Hammer.
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 It's a hammer and shovel. Hammer and shovel.
So she's used
So far.
some different and poison.
Hammer
She
and
reacted to
shovel.
poison.
What did you hear? Poison.
When I said poison and the light when it lit up, when I said, "Did you poison them?" and the
So
light
she
lit
said
up.
hammer and shovel.
Yes.
And she also said,
So. Uh-huh. You have different methods you use, didn't you?
okay. You're pretty good at getting your point across so far. I'll give you that. Let's keep going with that. I do have a bit of a headache so far, but nothing too bad. But I want to hear your voice, so I'm going to get a little closer so that I can hear you just fine. I don't hear anything up there. Do you?
No.
All right. So I'm going to move the egg.
Earthy, nasty.
And I'm gonna put this recorder right next to the doll to hear your voice. This will capture your voice, even if I can't hear you. Put it right here. EVP session with the doll. Tell me what is your first name? How many husbands did you have? How many husbands did you kill? Of everything that you heard me read on that piece of paper there, was any of it untrue? Did you have a deformed or handicapped daughter that you mistreated or kept locked in the basement or abused? Was it true that you would force women into prostitution?
Idiot.
Is this doll dangerous for men or anyone to take possession of? I'm sitting right here. My name is John. Yes. Tell me what you have to say about me. What would you like to say to me? If all the things that are in that document are true, are you stuck on the physical earth, trapped around this doll, unable to move on or be judged? Do you have any remorse or regret whatsoever for the things you did in your life? That's me. You got covered pretty much everything? No?
Yeah.
What?
I think so.
Anything else that I missed?
No.
Who is that?
You know who I am? EVP session with the doll. Tell me what is your first name? How many husbands did you have? Somebody walking by.
What was that? Go back.
Somebody was walking by. How many husbands did you have? You have 3.
Roy.
Watch. 3. Did that say 3 too?
It did.
Did that say 3?
Yes, it did. Now, what did that one say?
3.
Play back.
I'm pretty sure. Husbands did you have? 3. And that said 3 at the same time.
It sure did.
I think that's. How many husbands did you kill? There's gotta be people walking around out there. Of everything that you heard me read on that piece of paper there, was any of it untrue?
Is that music?
Yeah, there's music. Somebody out there, probably a car driving by. Did you have a deformed or handicapped daughter that you mistreated or kept locked in the basement or abused? Or kept locked in the basement or abused?
She responded by her. On her.
What's that?
Right there.
Handicapped daughter
that you mistreated or kept locked in the basement or abused?
Thought there was something there.
What?
I didn't. I didn't. I didn't. I didn't. I didn't, or I did it.
That was right in the microphone.
I did it, or I can't tell which one is saying. I didn't.
I did it.
I did it.
I did it. Everybody's saying it. I
They're all
did it.
saying I did.
I-
see right there. It says me.
I did it.
I sounds like I did.
Everybody's saying it. Sounds like I did it.
I did.
I did it.
Sounds like I didn't.
Was it true that you would force women into prostitution?
Oh, the cat ball went off too by her.
Idiot.
Idiot. Yeah.
Is this doll dangerous for men or anyone to take possession of?
There's people outside. Shit.
I'm sitting right here. My name is John. Yes. Tell me what you have to say about me. What would you like to say to me? About me. What would you like to say to me? To say about me. What would you like to say to me?
I know she said help.
What do you have to say about me? What would you like to say to me?
Help.
About me. What would you like to say to me?
Hear it.
Have to say about me. What would you like to say to me?
Hear it.
Mm.
To say about me. What would you like to say to me?
It says help. Is this the daughter? Is this the daughter? Oh my,
Oh my God, the daughter.
Are you here?
If all the things that are in that document are true, are you stuck on the physical earth, trapped around this doll,
Oh, I got a headache.
unable to move on or be judged?
There's two taps. And then she said something really low. Boy, I wish I could amplify that
Do you
one.
have any remorse or regret whatsoever for the things you did in your life? That's right.
Wow.
I mentioned, and I'm going to try one more thing, something else that I just thought about too. I had mentioned the fact that maybe the daughter's energy was here as well with us. I would hope that wouldn't be the case.
But maybe she just came through because.
Well, I'm hoping that won't be the case. I am gonna do something here to see if maybe you are here nearby. So not near the doll, so you're not intimidated by your mom. But I'm going to And Chris, you're gonna have to move a little bit for this one.
What do you want me to do?
I'm gonna roll a couple of cat balls into this hallway here.
So you want me over there?
And I'm also gonna take the music box. I'm gonna grab that. And you can't get it.
No.
You.
You.
Yeah,
Uh,
me.
I'm
Mom,
gonna.
so I don't give a crap what
I'm
you
gonna
want.
walk down
So
this way out of the
I'm gonna
way.
give your daughter a
I don't want
chance
to be
to
near the doll.
show me that she might be here. So I'm gonna give her a chance away
Another
from
angle,
you
guys.
and your horrible energy. I'm gonna put these two little twinkly toys here. Oh, see, these twinkly toys won't hurt you. I promise you that. I'm gonna put these right here. They're little toys, fun to play with. Okay, and then I'm gonna put a music box. This music box. You stay over there, and I'm gonna point this music box down towards that back area. Move this. And I'm going to open up this curtain so you get a little more room so I don't scare you too much. And I'm going to point this right back there, and I'm going to give you a chance to either touch the little twinkly balls or make some music with the music box. Now you're going to hear it play music. Hear that? Now I'm going to show you how that works. Right now it's not playing any music, but if, like magic, I were to come walking through here, I can make that play music. Just by standing here, I can make it and just listen to the music. See that? Just by standing here. And then I can lean down and I can touch those little twinkly balls and just let me know that you're there. I'm going to stay all the way over here. I'm not going to go anywhere near that hallway. I'm going to give you a chance to just stand in that hallway by yourself, away from your mom. And if you want to come out and show us you're here too, we'd be happy to talk to you or help you if we could. Could you just stand in that hallway and make some music for us and maybe touch one of those little twinkly balls on the floor?
She turned the other candle back on.
She did.
Yes, she did. See,
She's
both
probably
candles are
pissed
lit.
off because I'm talking to her daughter.
You're ignoring her.
So I just want to know if you're here. I hope you're not. That's why I'm asking. But if you are here, I'd like to know if you're somehow connected to this whole thing. I hope you're not.
It's a no.
It's a no.
Wow, Mom said it's a no. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Mom said it's a no. Holy shit. Okay, Mom. You know what? I'm happy it's a no. Because she should be, if there is a heaven, she should be there.
She should be a piece
She
away
should be
from
in
you.
paradise. She should be happy, healthy, and she should be nowhere near you for eternity. So it's a no. Sounds great to me. So I'm going to remove this.
We'll go back away from that.
And we're going to try one more thing with you before we stop. And this is going to be out there, folks. So
Oh,
it won't be the
yippee.
first time or the
Strap
last.
yourselves in, guys. Here we go.
Get the Ouija board.
Please hurry back. Whatever that smell is that you keep putting out there, just suck it back in because I don't want to smell anymore. My nose itches too. That's the bad part, and I can't itch it.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hold the doll on the Ouija board.
Okay.
I'm going to put the spirit box on me. I'm going to do an S-Day method session. I'm going to put EMF lights around me so you could see if any EMF is channeling around or through me that wasn't there before.
Ooh. I was upstairs.
That's me.
Now hold on is right, Karen. It's not the Ouija board. I don't think the Ouija board's that big of a deal. It's just, you know.
Well, I'm gonna. She could use
What
it.
can come
Again,
through.
If she can use that energy to channel more. And
John is crazy. You're right about that. But This is what you do when you become an investigator, you know, and John, it is our job to find out if these are safe to be sold or not. And where I step back, John, the dome right in front of her, she already reacted. So John has to do his due diligence. I have the luxury of stepping back from the dark ones. So she's right down by him now. I'll put the light
So
on her a
turning
little
the
bit.
spirit box on.
Up.
What'd she say?
I have no idea. She said up.
What do we do with the rifle?
It's there somewhere.
Alrighty, so we have right there. Yeah,
She left the cat ball on the table too.
We're doing this. Sorry, but we're doing this. Oh, okay. So I'm giving you permission to use my energy, the energy of the board, whatever you need to communicate with me through a device that I'm going to use where I can hear your voice. The lights are around me to show your energy. The lights are over here to show your energy. You have a spirit board, a Ouija board to pull energy from if you need it, if you want it. And we're going to see how much you're willing to say or what you're going to say and how your energy is going to react around me. That's what this is for. Yeah, that's not me.
Nope, that's not you.
So let's start. You're letting me know you're ready, and I'm ready too. So away we go.
Hey, I don't have to ask questions, do I?
I can't hear.
So you want me to
How am I
ask
gonna-
questions?
How am I going to ask
Okay,
questions?
all right, Dave. If you guys got some questions, go ahead and feed me because why are you such a mean person?
Because
That doesn't tell me anything. Why were you so cruel to your daughter?
stay here.
We're not going to. You're staying here. And you're going to be locked in a glass where you can't reach out to anyone. So
It
again,
just said Kristen.
is that your daughter's name? What is your name?
Puddles,
Is Puddles what they called you, or you
New
called?
York.
You're from New York? Well, you're giving a lot of information. What made you why did you become a madam?
A female just screamed and then said, welcome. Stop. Wait.
Did you kill your husbands or did you have someone else? How did you die? What happened to make you so harsh and hard?
Pretty.
Who's pretty? Was your daughter pretty? Did you keep her in the basement?
Are you going
No. How old are you?
with him?
Yeah, I'm going with him. He's mine. You're not. You can have no effect on him as far as I'm concerned. What is that smell you're making me smell? Are you trying to show me that you were digging?
Hungry.
Are there ashes in your doll? Your ashes?
Nothing. Lives here.
Who lives here? Nothing lives here? Are you an empty vessel?
I am
You are what?
mortal.
Satan.
Oh, that, you guys hear that? It said I'm sick.
That's me.
So you identify with being evil, don't you?
I'm moan.
You like
My
to,
arms are cold.
do you like to bother?
Spirit.
You're not giving me time to ask you a question. You're a very overriding, controlling person. So again, why are you so mean? Did you like torturing people? Do you like suffering?
The limit.
You like to push limits, don't you? I could see that about you.
Just said my name again.
Why are you saying John's name?
Something just moved the wire on me. I
Uh-oh.
felt it get tugged.
Oh, and look, guys, that the thing is going off too on the table. Who are we speaking with? Give us,
Again,
if you're so powerful,
leave, go,
no. If you're so powerful, give me your name.
basement.
We know about the basement.
Is he ever?
I demand a name. Come on, someone with your ilk would be proud to say their name. God knows everybody around you must have known it. Who was attached to you so much that they would make this?
Strike.
Who would make this doll in your image? Did they want you to live on?
It wants.
It wants what? Is that why this doll was created? To be a vessel?
Fuse.
Where were you born? Are you angry?
Soul.
Whose soul?
Be careful.
Oh, trust me, if I'd have a choice not to talk to you, I would. That's no, I'm not going to ask him to get the doll closer. What happened to you?
Heaven.
Are you trying?
Freed.
Is this the daughter?
The truth.
What is the truth? Tell us the truth. Did you harm your daughter? Were you cruel? What was your daughter's name?
Changed.
You changed? Did you change later
You
in life
can.
or after you passed? I believe we can.
Children.
Did your daughter have children? Was her life forever changed
Twice.
after your death?
Living is gratifying. Inward.
Huh. You're a little overpowering, aren't you?
I'm forced.
Are you forced in your in death because of what you did in life? Is your soul not your own?
Say it.
Do you have regrets? Did you kill? I have a funny feeling you loved pain and sorrow. Did you love anything else?
Moving.
My eyes are stinging. How many spirits are here? Did you kill your daughter? I think she outlived her. I have a funny feeling that her daughter, her life changed after this woman passed. Obviously, she was an older woman. She passed according by the way this doll looks.
Calm.
How old were you when you passed? So I have to say, by the way that the doll is in your nose, you weren't an attractive woman.
I meant it.
What did you mean? Was your business very busy? Were you successful? Selling flesh? Were the men you married customers of your business? All right, I want to stop him because this is getting kind of weird. It's like in a trance there. What happened to you at the end?
Something just said, it's glorious, and then they laughed at me.
You seem
Okay.
like you were in a trance at the end
Yeah,
there.
I couldn't. I was just stuck listening.
Well, she's a very
And then at
strong
the very, very
personality.
end, right before you tapped my foot, someone said, "It's glorious," and then it went, "Hee."
Well, you know what she said when I asked who you are? I'm Satan.
I said that.
No, the box did.
Oh,
And you said something. You got to listen back to this. Yeah, something changed. Something changed at the end, big time. But the cat ball and stuff was going off, and then you hollered that when she said something that the wire moved on you.
yeah, it went like this. It was tugged. I
Yeah,
felt
she's quite the strong personality, that's for sure. But it is now 2 hours in. Yeah, you are a strong personality. Oh,
Oof.
I'm not a fan of her.
it. Ooh. Oh, I'm a little drained after that one.
Yeah, I think it's time to wrap her up.
Ooh.
Yeah, she was like bam, 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 bam. Like she wouldn't even let me get the questions out. She was just throwing stuff out there. And then all of a sudden at the very end, it just kind of like,
Wow. I'm a little drained after that one, for sure.
oh, you opened up that one. Oh, she knows she's staying behind. I don't need holy water for
Yes,
that.
you cannot.
She is staying here.
There's no following me. There is no coming after me. There is no further connection to me at all permitted
Even close to
once I
her.
leave this building.
Mike said you should have hugged her to you. And I'm like, no. So here, John, you still don't smell that smell. No smell. God. So we react different to things. I have a lot of cellulite and stuff at home. But it burns the nose.
I'm in that state of like, whoa, what just happened again? Like
Yeah. Well, let's wrap this up and put her back
hard to
under the glass,
concentrate
please.
After you do something like that, and it gets to you a little
Well, I'm going to tell you, it changed at the end there. That's why I put a stop to it, because you seemed like you were in a trance of some kind that you just couldn't come out of. It kind of freaked me out.
bit. I was listening. I wasn't talking anymore. I was
He did go
listening.
into a trance.
So
You're
much
correct.
That was going on that she was saying.
Yeah, put her under that glass just as tight as you can. Yeah, she's got some pop to her, that's for sure. And then when he says go ahead and use my energy, I think she did. That's why I don't touch them.
I was more concerned for the daughter than I was.
I don't think she's attached.
No,
I really
think so
don't.
either.
And I think
she-
mom is like,
I think she knows she got me pretty good.
All right.
Though. I think she knows she did.
Would you
And
like
it's
to say-
okay, because I asked for that.
you
and-
did.
And you did it. So,
And could you please explain to people why you do it? It's not just for the sake of doing it.
no, this is people may buy these items, and part of the reason that we do what we do and push it as far as we do is because a lot of people, some will just take these items and sit them on a shelf and or put them behind glass, and others will try to investigate them in many different ways, doing different things. So when it's negative energy, my job, if you want to call it that, is to try to push the
See how
better
bad it really is and if it can
token
even be
to see
sold.
what it's capable of doing, even if it's a little or a lot, just to show people that, hey, if you're buying like anything in that room, I would tell you
No.
that if you're thinking of buying anything in there, beware, because everything in there is capable of doing some psychological, emotional.
And Donna
physical
uses you as her
damage.
barometer of what not to sell. Like if it's really
That's why
bad,
she-
she won't sell it.
Yeah, and some of the stuff, and that one there, like I said, I'm curious to the effects I'm going to feel after I leave here and going into tonight.
Oh,
Yeah, and tomorrow, because the fact that she said she would follow me kind of made me put my guard up a little bit.
good.
But but that's why I do it. I have to try to show people that if you're going to buy that and bring it into your home, and if you're
You
a
got to know
man
what you're going to deal
and
with.
you're going to read that story and you're going to try to engage with her, you better be careful, because I want to know what she's capable of. And I may have only showed you that much of it because it was 30, 40 minutes. So will I bring that into our home? No way. Never.
No. Uh-uh.
But that's me, because the way it may react to Chris different. It may react to
Well, you
anybody
know
else
me.
different.
I won't go. I won't
But
touch
that
him. I don't
one,
want to involve myself with
no,
him.
that one right away set the tone by saying, "Follow me," and then I'll tell you later.
It called it. It said I'm Satan. It's
Yeah.
you got to go back and listen to the thing. It was like, oh, okay.
But yeah, that was
So that was
pretty good
something,
with
guys.
The clutch had some good residual energy,
Yep.
along with some intelligent energy. Nothing
Strong
bad.
emotional attachment
Yeah,
to
nothing bad,
its
nothing
leg being
negative
his
with that
leg
one.
being.
Have we met?
Have we met?
But nothing. Say nothing bad, nothing negative around that crutch. As a matter of
Alright.
fact, it's a weird combination of residual and
Yeah.
intelligent. But yeah, that one. I remember we started it, and I was in a fog when we were doing.
You
it.
were, and then
But
we
that
put it
was
and we
because
left.
of that was because the object before, and or it again, it may have been just that doing what it does. Anyway, we got to wrap up everything.
All right, guys.
Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. Well, maybe we'll be back next week, if not the week after. But thanks for watching. Thank you for your
Thank you,
support.
everybody.
Come visit the Creeper Gallery, 129 South Main Street in New Hope, Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
to
don't
see
take our word for it. Come check this stuff out
all this
yourself.
fun stuff for yourself.
Here. I'll let you do that. Good night, everybody. That was crazy.